I mean, can you look and say, do you do that at all, or is that taboo?
No, in all honesty, we did kind of look at it and kind of figure out where we might be seated and what's going to happen, and with what the matches that occurred over the weekend. I think, again, our pre-conference wins and the fact that we didn't stumble along the way, I think, we felt pretty confident that we were going to be one of the top 4 seeds. But in women's volleyball, again, it's not a 64 team seeded tournament. I really wish it were, and I hope during my coaching career it will be at some point, but we haven't earned that right because we just don't bring in the revenue through attendance, and that's one of the reasons why we really hope Florida will show up. Gator fans will show up this weekend to help with that. And so, but you just don't know, because geographics takes such a huge priority in it. And so we fully, thought Florida State, Miami were going to get in, knew that. FAMU, who had been a mainstay in the tournament, when what we did is we looked at South Carolina State's mileage. And, it's a 400-mile radius. I know basketball coaches don't have to do that, but those are the type of things that you do. And then we kind of, we talk about, looked at it, and thought, we'll find out on Sunday. And then really, after that, it was kind of just fun talk on the bus ride. But other than that, we just waited to see what happened on Sunday.
And you have had some really great teams. You've been to the Final Four. When you look at this team, just at what they've done this season, this regular season, going to this tournament, give me a sense of how you feel about this team's chances to do well.
Well, I think you could make an argument there's a whole group of teams in this field this year who could make an argument that they could really make a long run into it. I mean, what our goal was in the beginning of the season was to be playing our best volleyball at the end, to keep improving along the way. I think we've done that. We have been fortunate enough that we have stayed relatively healthy, and that's a big piece of it. And I think this team loves to compete, and I think they will do that come Friday night. And our goal is play well and advance, but we're not going to look beyond that.
Mary, have you filled out your bracket yet? And if so, who are your Final Four?
No, I haven't. And that is, in all honesty, I have not filled out the bracket, nor will I. We're at this point, once the tournament draw, we become very narrow focused, and all we're concerned about is this weekend.
And going on that with South Carolina State and what they do, how important is that to game plan them, but at the same time, maybe just focus on what you guys do and what you guys have been doing well so far this season?
Well, that will be part of it on Friday night in terms of what we do well: serve, block, use, attack with the entire lineup, meaning we can get points from position to position. That will be a really important part of it. But we'll game plan for South Carolina State just like we do for all opponents, and that's a big piece of our defense. And that's why we got a bunch of coaches over there right now watching videotape on them.